Now we will discuss division of decimal number by decimal number. In division of decimal number by decimal number, first both decimal number we have to convert into fraction. How we will convert decimal number into fraction? So to convert the decimal number into fraction, if after the decimal point one digit, then we remove the decimal point in numerator and downside we can write 10. If after the decimal point 2 digit, then we remove the decimal point in numerator and downside or in denominator we can write 100. If after the decimal point 3 digit, then downside we can write 1000. See here, first question 3.25 divided by 0.5. 3.25 means after the decimal point here 2 digits are there. So we remove the decimal point and downside we can write 100. See here. 325 divided by 100. Now this divide sign, so divide. Now 0.5. After the decimal point 1 digit, so downside we can write 10. So I write downside I written 10 and upside we can write 5. Now see here 325 divided by 100 divided by 5 by 10. It is the division of fraction by fraction. Means to this divide sign we have to convert into multiply sign. So we will do reciprocal of the fraction which is available after the divide sign. So see here 325 divided by 100 divide sign I convert into multiply by doing reciprocal of 5 by 10. 5 by 10 reciprocal is what? 10 by 5. This 0 cancel. Here cancellation possible. Then 65 will come. 65 5s are 325. So 65 upside and downside 10. In division of 10, 100 and 1000, decimal point move right side. So decimal point move right side this side by 1 place because 10 has 1 0. So final answer is 6.5. Now next 0.5 divided by 0.25. Here see 0.5 means after the decimal point here 1 digit. So we can write downside 10 and upside what? 5. This divide, so divide sign. Here after the decimal point 2 digits are there. So downside we can write 100 and upside 25. Now it is division of fraction with fraction. So divide sign we have to convert into multiply by doing reciprocal of 25 by 100. So see here 5 by 10. Divide sign I convert into multiply sign and reciprocal of 25 by 100 is 100 by 25. This 0 cancel. 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. 5 1s are 5 and 5 2s are 10. So final answer is what? 2. Now next 76.5 divide 0.15. Here after the decimal point 1 digit. So downside we can write 10 and upside 765. This division side. Here after the decimal point 2 digits are there. 1 and 5. 2 digits are there. So downside we can write 100. And upside is 50. 15. Now it is the division of fraction with fraction. In division of fraction with fraction, we will convert divide sign, convert into multiply sign by doing reciprocal of 15 divided by 100. So see here 765 divided by 10, divide sign convert into multiply by doing reciprocal of 15 by 100. Reciprocal of 15 by 100 is what? 100 by 15. 0 cancel. Now here 15 1 ja 15 and 15 51 ja is 765. So final answer is 15 multiply 10. So 51 multiply 10 and downside 1. So its answer is 510. Now next 2.73 divide 1.3. Here after decimal point 2 digits are there. So downside we can write 100 and upside 273. Divide. Here after the decimal point 1 digit is there. So downside we can write 10 and upside what? 30. Now this divide sign we have to convert into multiply sign. So we will do reciprocal of 13 by 10. So 273 divided by 100 multiply reciprocal of 13 by 10 is 10 by 30. 0, 0 cancel. And here 13 21 ja 273. So left here 21 and downside 10. Now division by 10, decimal point move right side by 1 place. Means here to here. So final answer is 2.1. Now next, 7 divided by 3.5. 7 is a whole number, so 7 only. This divide. Now 3.5. After the decimal point here 1 digit. So downside we can write 10. So 10 and upside what? 35. Now this divide sign we have to convert into multiply sign. So 7 multiply and we will do reciprocal of 35 by 10. So 10 will upside and 35 will downside. So cancellation is possible. 7 1 ja 7, 7 5 ja 35. 5 1 ja 5 and 5 2 ja 10. So final answer is 1 multiply 2, so 2 and this 1 and 2 by 1 then 2 only. So this is the normal explanation of decimal number with decimal number. I hope you understand this. Thank you. Good morning students. Today we will start new chapter. Chapter number 3, data handling. See here, chapter number 3, data handling. Data means information. Means information handling. Already many situations we handled in our life. So in this chapter we will handle information. In data handling, first we will discuss collection of data. Data means information. Already I said to you, data means information. Now in collection of the data, collect the data according to the instruction. In collection of the data, you must collect the data according to instructions. Suppose anyone say to you, collect the information of height of your class student. So what you will do? You will collect the height of your class student. And after collection of height of your class student, you can write this all information in one piece of the paper. So after collection of the information, you write all the information in one piece of the paper is known as organization of the data. See here, after collection of the data, you should write the data in tabular form. Tabular form is row and column form. Now next, representative value. In our day-to-day life, we use the term average. In our day-to-day life, many times we use the term average. For example, average speed of the car, average speed of the plane, average speed of the train. Even we can use average word in cricket also. Average run of the batsman. Means in this way many times we use the word average. Now what is average? See here, average is a central value of group of observation. Average is a central value of group of the observation. What is observation? For example, weight of the student A is 31 kilogram. Weight of the student 2 is 32 kilogram. Weight of the student 3 is 33 kilogram. So this 31 kilogram, 32 kilogram, 33 kilogram are known as the observations. And it is also known as the measure of central tendency. It is also known as measure of the central tendency. Today we will discuss two measures of the central tendency, arithmetic mean or mean, and second is range. Now, formula to identify arithmetic mean or mean is equal to sum of all observation divided by number of observation. And formula to identify range is highest observation minus lowest observation. Now, how to identify mean or arithmetic mean and range, this I will explain to you afterward with the help of some examples. So, this is the normal explanation of introduction of the data handling. I hope you understand this. Thank you.